So check it out. This is a lemon cucumber that I just picked out of my garden, and I'm going to slice it up here. Nice, huh? And this is some raw food that I bought from Green Life yesterday. Now, Green Life is owned by Whole Foods, but it's still Green Life, and they still have the raw food deli section, and they have a pretty good selection of raw foods almost every day. And so I'm gonna munch out here. I'm gonna sit out here in the grass, in the sunshine, connect to the earth, stretch out a little bit. And I try and get out and get the sun and the connection to the earth, those two things, almost every day. And I encourage everyone to also do the same. And those things are so important for good health. Now, this first dish here is a lentils with avocado. It's probably got some, it's got some mazuki beans, all sprouted. Everything here is raw. If I don't get attacked by the groundhogs. My garden was getting attacked by the groundhogs, but now not, because I put this fence up. But man, check out my tomatoes. Look at that. I had to put more trellis up yesterday because they were getting so tall. They're like damn near 6 feet tall now and growing. Big old daddy long leg on my leg. We're like, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Don't say anything bad about Dan McDonald, because everyone will lash back at you. Dan is very limited in his abilities, and that's why I don't watch him anymore, because I mean I watched him because I thought he was interesting in the beginning, and if he makes some kind of a video where he's traveling, like he's in Buenos Aires or something, maybe I'll tune in, maybe I'll check that out. But I mean, Dan doesn't come up with anything new. It's always just, he's always doing a juicing recipe. I don't even juice that much. I don't find machines to be, especially, you know, juicing can be okay. Once in a while I juice. I have a Green Star freaking juicer. It's a nice machine. But I honestly just don't feel the need to just consume the juice for some reason. And it's a mess to clean up. And so I don't really do that much of it. Once in a while. But if I say anything bad about Dan, I made a couple of videos about him, I always get a lash back. I always get people that are defending Dan, the defenders of Dan McDonald. Man, he is loved. He is loved by a lot of mainstream new to healing people, you know. And if you're one of those, by God, more power to you. But I've told you that I think that Dan is after the big buck. He just spends all of his time making videos and trying to sell things so that he can, you know, create his empire. That's probably because he was brought up poor, and he doesn't know the detrimental side of the wealthy people. And I kind of have that in me, you know, the desire to be a workaholic. But man, you can see that I take time out. I come out here in the garden. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to do that. I can wind myself up and work my ass off out in the garage for a while, but then I'm going to come out here and chill, calm down. And I'm not going to try and make a lot of money, because all it is you're catering to the masses. I'm not catering to the masses. If you're somebody that really likes my videos and you have decided that you really want to heal on all levels, not just diet, the raw food, this is good. But it won't take you. It'll only take you so far. So sometimes I think to myself, when I see the various YouTube gurus, are those people getting out in the country very much? And are they going out and being in nature and away from the EMF, all the electricity in the city? And are they getting out in the garden and working? And how much toxicity are they exposed to? See, they may be eating this perfect diet, but how much environmental illness are they being exposed to in their houses with carpet or chemicals or EMF, etc.? And so the whole healing thing, there are so many things involved. This is the pad thai stuff. It's really good. But see, all this raw food is great, more so in the summertime. And when it comes to be wintertime, if I go down to Green Life, I'll go in there and this will be the same food. They'll have the exact same summer foods in the case. Well, you tell me. Do you think that's logical? Yeah, if one of the other raw food gurus, like Dara, for instance, if she was here in Asheville and she went to Green Life, she'd certainly buy the raw food summer dishes in December or January. Is that logical? You tell me. So somebody said to me the other day, why do you have to put everybody down? And why do you have to be so judgmental? Something like that. And you know, first of all, I'm going through a lot of cleansing and healing, and some days I'll be more righteous, and other days I'll be eliminating my stuff. I'll be getting out my crap, and everything goes in cycles. Do you see how this works? And so it just depends on where I'm at. And also, it's good to discuss things. That's what talk shows are all about. And, you know, I'm not the Jerry Springer show. And I don't watch television anymore. I got over that. Yay! But I like to open a can of worms once in a while and check it out and analyze stuff. And, you know, it's all good. It's just a matter of not getting too judgmental. But constructive criticism can be good. What's wrong with that? If you want to criticize me, that's cool. I may not be interested in keeping you as a viewer. There's a lot of people out there that are just stupid or assholes or whatever, and I just block them. So Chakra, she thinks that she might want some of this cucumber, but I don't think so. What do you think? That's what I thought. So another thing that I have not found a whole lot of value for was lifting weights. Like, what am I accomplishing when I'm lifting weights other than making my muscles tighter and burning energy? Like, what am I doing? Is there any what am I getting out of that? Now, if I want to strengthen my body, I can come out here and work in that garden and actually accomplish something. If I want to get a workout, I can go ride my bike and actually have fun. I can do a whole lot of things where I'm getting a workout either cardiovascularly or anaerobically. Are those the same? I can't even remember. Because see, that's how it is with me. I just do natural exercising and it seems to work. It seems to work. Now, I like to play sports once in a while, but I'm not one to want, nowadays anyway, I'm not one to want to go and play something where I'm going to get injured. It doesn't make sense to me to go and play basketball like my friend Eddie. He'll go play basketball and then he'll come to me and get a massage, and he now has jammed fingers, and what else did he do to himself? He's done all kinds of things. Laura came to me and she fucked up a finger big time on a bicycle, a mountain bike wreck. Mountain biking, basketball, any contact sport. I mean, I know that this is going to rub some people the wrong way because some people love contact sports. Just like if I say anything bad about Dan Mcdonald, everyone's going to defend them. Now you're going to defend your football. Well, eventually, they're all going to learn that it's just not worth it to get concussions and to fuck up their bodies playing professional football. And all kinds of other sports where people get constantly injured. Like, is it worth it to swim in chlorine water in a swimming pool? Now, I might go swimming in a lake today. I might take you with me. I might not. I don't know. But, yeah. These are just some of my thoughts for the day. While I'm sitting here enjoying some good raw food and getting some sunshine. Hopefully you're too planning on doing that. Check out these olives I got off Amazon. Natural Zing raw dried black olives. Really good. Now, I believe olives are a fruit, but you know, we're coming into more and more into fruit season here, so I'll probably eat a pretty good amount of fruit for the next 4 or 5 months, but gradually I want to get to the point of where I'm not eating very much fruit in the wintertime. Maybe just some dried fruit mostly. Or apples, can store in a root cellar, pears. Mostly apples and pears. And people that are fruitarians in the colder climates, they're not really also happy with what their choices are. Because there's not a lot. So if you want to be a fruitarian and you live in Woodstock, New York, that may not be a very good place for you to live. You may want to move to a tropical region where fruit is a lot more of a prominent food. So sometimes somebody will write a comment that says something like, "Ah, this is the real you. You're just a phony. I knew you weren't like righteous. I knew you were a fake." If I get like pissed off at somebody, or I'm judgmental or something like that, well, guess what? I am not claiming to be a priest, nor do I want to be. I am not claiming to be a spiritually perfect person. I'm not going to tell you that I don't want sex. I'm not going to tell you that I don't eat cooked food, or that sometimes I don't have angry or vengeful thoughts about things, because sometimes I do. I'm a normal human being. I'm a regular person, sort of. And I know a lot of people that are a lot nicer than me. Nice is not really a good word for me. And you're not tuned into me. If you've known me for very long, you're not tuned into me because you're looking for nice. If you want that, go to Dara. And beauty, you know. Am I the most beautiful person? Hardly. You know what you're getting out of me. You're getting knowledge and you're getting insight on things. And I philosophize. Is that a word? My philosophy on a lot of things in regards to human evolution and stuff like that is good. And I know how to step back. I know how to step back into reality when it comes to lifestyle. And so many of those gurus don't. So, all I really have to do is do what I do best. So I get up in the morning and I'm like, well, what do I need to do today? What do I want to do today? What does the universe want me to do today? And then I just do it. And it has to be a combination of desires of all the different things. I look at all the different things and then I just react. So let's talk about the difference between judging someone and analyzing someone. Now, if I were to see somebody or talk to somebody and something that they do or something about their lifestyle is not particularly inviting to me, I can think to myself, oh no, I don't like that, whatever, and I'm not going to do that. That would be analyzing, and that would be beneficial for me if it were a correct analyzation. That's not judging. That's just analyzing and doing something for your own benefit. And a lot of people, because I'm a very analytic person, they'll call me judgmental. They'll think that I'm a judgmental person. And they're just doing that to defend something that I don't do, that they do, that they want to keep doing, and they're not ready to give it up yet. So now I'm turning around here because I want to get heat on my back. Balance is very important in life. And so, try to get balance with everything you do. If your right arm is sore from using the mouse all the time, move the mouse to the left hand and get used to using that on the left. Get ambidextrous. People are always so one-sided about things. And if their body is screaming on the right side, hey, give me a break, then use the left side. So also, If your mind is screaming something like, man, I just can't stand this fucking job anymore. I am so sick of getting up in the morning and doing this same job, going to this same damn job every day. Change! Go out and make the effort to get a different job or become self-employed. Do something different. I'm telling you, if you don't make changes when your mind or your body or your heart tell you, then you're just going to continue to suffer. And that means that you are a glutton for punishment. Now I'm going to turn more this way. Yeah, this may sound strange coming from a vegan, but when you're cooking a hot dog, you have to keep rotating it. So I'm going to eat a crap load of these lemon cucumbers. They have a lot of water in them. In the summertime is when you eat a lot of raw foods full of water. It's a time for movement. There's a lot of movement and flow in the summertime, whereas the wintertime is just the opposite. It's slow, and there's not near as much liquid, and you're consuming a lot more cooked foods and a lot less raw foods. But you can still eat there are a lot of raw foods that can be consumed in wintertime that will store, like carrots, for instance. You know how long those carrots will sit. It's good to do several things at one time if you can. Certain things go together, like I can sit here and get sunshine and do yoga and eat this food at the same time. Not only that, I'm connecting to the earth. Dig that. 4 things. Now some people think that all these ants that keep climbing all over me, that I should smack them and eat them. Anyone that knows anything about Chinese herbs knows about the ant essence, and that there are certain benefits from eating ants. Well, the Chinese have an interesting idea on what they think superfoods are, and they believe that eating various animal parts, elk antlers and various things like that, are beneficial. So they kill tigers and they put them around their necks, their teeth around their necks, so they eat the teeth or whatever they're eating. And you know what? That is primitive idiocy. And in regards to a respect for nature, it's just very, very poor, and poor judgment, lack of compassion, lack of respect for the environment, and also a really poor understanding of what actually benefits a human being. Now, when it comes to consuming foods, you want the foods to be like what you want to consume. I mean, what you're consuming. And if you think about an ant, for instance, what does an ant do? An ant runs around and it's very chaotic and it's always searching for food, and it'll sting you, and who knows what the little tiny ant brain is thinking, etc., etc. So whatever you consume, here's one theory from Chinese methodology that's definitely true. You are what you eat. You become what you eat. So if you want to be like an ant, eat ants. Eat ants. Go out in your yard and eat ants. So that's it, everybody. That was the last bite of food. Ah!